Peace, y'all. What it do? It's your boy Skeeter Steve, representing Lace Rhymes, home of the West Coast media, where we giving it to you raw, uncut, real, for pure hip hop culture. Man, y'all need to go ahead and like, subscribe, tell a friend that tells a friend that tells another friend, you know what I'm saying? But we're back again with another video. And as we can see, finally, Jermaine has finally been done with all these crazy interviews. So now I'm going to get into it. But before we get into it, I want you guys to see this definition real quick. And I'm going to read this definition out to you guys if you don't mind. And that definition is called victim. A victim is a person, animal, or entity that suffers harm, injury, death, or loss due to action, circumstances, or disease. It's often referred to someone talking about a crime, abuse, or fraud, or also that those affected by accidents, disasters, unfair treatment. Synonyms include survivor, emphasizing recovery, sufferer, target, or prey.
Mine, of course. I mean, I could take you back to boom, boom. I got boom, boom. Just boom, 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 boom. That shit had me feeling terrible because I'm like, oh my God. For reasons that I can tell you about. But all you need to know right now is like, yo, oh my God. Like, I felt miserable about it.
So my quick question is, how does one play victim where you continuously say that you're the best, walk around with your chest poked out, take shots, have these fake morals, and throwing your stones and hiding your hand? And please believe, y'all, this is not the first time Jermaine has done this. Jermaine has done this plenty of times, time and time in his career, but we were just blind to the fact. We were blind to the fact because we were looking at him overall with his skill set and everything that he was doing in his rap career. But I'm just trying to figure out, how does one play victim where you walked around saying that you're the best? Because I mean, we was all there for it. Jodeci freestyle. Definitely false prophets, where he was taking shots at Kanye and Wale. And then don't even get me started where he labeled himself as a middle child when he said, if I'm going to take a rapper out, it's going to be legit. It's not going to be for clout. And it's not going to be for fame. None of all of this because my shit don't sound the same. You know what I'm saying? So, let's revisit history if you don't mind. It was a female rapper out in Chicago called No Name. You know what I'm saying? And she went on Twitter, calling out certain rappers, with the fake activists. But she didn't say no names, though. She did not say no names. So, Jermaine took it upon himself, to throw stones and said what he said. And yeah, the track is still up. If y'all never listened to it, it's called Snow on the Bluff by JCole. He dropped this, while we were doing COVID and doing, Twitter and everything and whatnot. And then he took to Twitter and said this, and I'll quote what he says: I love and honor her as a leader in these times. She has done and is doing the reading and listening and learning on the path that she truly believes is correct for our people. Meanwhile, a nigga like me just be rapping. Again, just be rapping. Let me say that again. Just be rapping. But our dumbasses decided to overlook this back in 2020 when he said this shit to us. But y'all, remember what I said earlier when he did False Prophets, did Middle Child poking his chest out. Oh yeah, we can't forget about 1985, what he did with Lil Pump. But and then had an interview with him. But it didn't stop there. When he went on his feature run, he had his chest poked out, destroying everybody that he went against, or got on the mic against. And then the final nail on the coffin was Johnny P's caddy, where he was just saying, I hang your favorite rapper neck on a noose. So then we see first person shooter happens. You know, him saying the line is a K. Aubrey or me, but I feel like I'm Muhammad Ali. Again, talking tough. Talking real tough. And if y'all don't believe me, look at this. I just want y'all to see this. Just look at this.
Shoot 'em all. We turning your son to a funeral.
These niggas talking out of their neck.
We turning your son to a funeral.
Don't put no coffin out of your mouth. Don't put no coffin out of your mouth.
We turning your son to a funeral.
Don't put no coffin out of your mouth.
Looked at that song like it was gonna be all of us. I thought it was me and Dre, and I just had the beat.
Okay.
There was nothing on it. I just had, and I felt mad pressure.
It's like we recruited your homies to be demon deacons, be demon deacons, be demon deacons. Don't put no coffin out of your mouth. Cause we got him a 10 in your way, got him a 10 in your way, got him a 10 in your way.
I just had, and I felt mad pressure because I wanted to come through for him.
Don't put no coffin out of your mouth. Everybody steppers, everybody steppers, everybody steppers, everybody steppers.
I had to write that verse several times. You know what I mean? So
Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem.
Getting everybody breakfast and I'm about to clear my
Mind, of course. I mean, I could take you back to boom, boom. I got boom, boom. Just boom, 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 boom. That shit had me.
Okay, so when it was time to play, you let people around you influence you to drop 7-minute drill talking about these were light jabs. Bullshit. Light jabs. Because you were really upset because that man stepped on your rollout. Really, he stepped on your rollout. And you didn't like it, not one bit. And I'm just going to say this for everybody on like, oh, he walked away in peace. Let's just say this hypothetically. If 7-minute drill would have went up the way that it was supposed to go, Cole wouldn't have stopped. He wouldn't have stopped. I know it. You know it. And all you Cole Slaw fans, y'all know that. He wouldn't have stopped not one bit. And he would have kept going. But the fact that he did it, and it didn't sound believable. Again, it didn't sound believable. So we get to the stage, you know what I'm saying? He apologized, whatever. Time passes. Now, he's going on these interviews and saying it's a rap persona. And I happen to pull that definition up too right now so you guys can see the definition of persona. So, a persona is a social facade, public image, or a character adopted by an individual, often differing from their true self. It acts as a mask to manage how one is perceived, commonly used in literature, performance, psychology, or a target consumer needs. Synonyms include persona, include facade, character, or role or mask. So, Cole pretty much acting like a WWE wrestler. He tried to be a heel and it didn't work. He tried to be a baby face and it didn't work. And we all know all rappers have personas. You know what I'm saying? You know, some are not really living their raps though, but when you're in the competitive sport of lyrical warfare and you continuously to poke your chest out and say that you're the best, you cannot get mad when somebody want to step up to you, you know, and want to see if you really that guy. And just by the way you've been acting, kind of sounds like you want to change rules, how this rap thing goes or how this hip hop thing goes. Because now you're upset because the culture called you out on your BS. The culture called you out on your BS. And it was just shocking to see what you had to say about the culture. Y'all, look at this.
This word culture, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just become
a buzzword. That's an empty buzzword.
Culture this, the culture that. I'm like,
I'm with the culture feeling.
That word is such a broad and, you know what I mean? It's such a, well, they've minimalized.
It's an empty word now.
Yeah, it is.
It used to mean something. Now it's just a buzzword that don't mean nothing.
It used to be fuck that nigga, but now it's pearl.
And actually, what y'all are speaking about is bought and paid by paid campaigns or motherfucking by
These niggas talking out of their neck.
or just the algorithm.
Yes.
Even if it's not paid, it's like, yo, the algorithm is, so it's like the word culture is like, yo,
I'm with the culture feeling.
I had some fake morals.
Y'all hear him? He said culture is a buzzword. So since the culture is a buzzword now, Y'all, check out what the culture had to say about
Outside of JCole's
Jermaine.
recent antics that have pissed me off, which do include saying that he feels sorry for Drake, saying that he feels bad for Diddy, he didn't want to kick him while he was down, and him deleting that diss, apologizing, and acting like a hoe. There's another situation that really started the snowball effect with JCole for me. It was the situation with No Name. If you were not familiar, let me learn you something real quick. So a while back, No Name had made a tweet and was basically criticizing all of these socially conscious rappers who talk about the plight of black people but are nowhere to be seen when it comes down to putting your boots on the motherfucking ground. Basically talking about how these rappers are using the plight of black people to boost their career but not doing anything to help black people in real life. She didn't put any names on it, but a certain rapper felt hit. So hit, in fact, that he decided to make a song called Snow in the Bluff addressing the situation. Unlike the diss record that he made addressing Kendrick Lamar, it is still up on streaming platforms, so you can go listen to it right now. After hearing the song and having knowledge of No Name's tweet, anybody with a fucking brain knew who he was talking about in that song. This nigga then decides to get on Twitter and say, y'all can put a name on it if you want, but I was just rapping. I respect No Name and the fact that she's reading and doing the learning and all of the things, but I'm just a nigga who be rapping. We've said this twice now, okay? So as a nigga who just be rapping, I find it so crazy that when it came to a situation that he had with a black woman, he decided to make a song, make some tweets, and keep them motherfuckers up. He even tweeted, I stand behind everything I said in my song. But when it came to an actual rap battle, the nigga who just be rapping, stopped rapping. Yeah, that nigga's a fucking Karen. A blue-haired Karen.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Just wait. There's more. There's more people in the culture explaining how they're feeling towards Jermaine.
No, I really hate when y'all make me agree with Joe Budden, but disingenuous is the most accurate word to describe Jermaine, especially after you sit through him bullshitting Cameron for over an hour. He really wanted us to believe that he didn't feel no type of way about the Like That verse. And the only reason why he responded is because of peer pressure, which is basically him trying to pass the responsibility onto the people, the audience, for that trash-ass, mid-ass, huff-ass song. It's our fault. He put out that song. Because even though he was tipped off that there were going to be shots at him in that verse, so he sat up until midnight to listen to it when it dropped. And in real time with the rest of us heard that man say, if he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the location? I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big three. Nigga, it's just big me. And that didn't make him feel no type of way. Even though the big three line was his line. And that's why it never made any sense for people to say this beef didn't have anything to do with Jermaine. I'm glad he is trying to assert his hero narrative of how he overcame peer pressure and got back aligned with himself and listened to God. What's slipping out is the fuck shit he was doing that made Kendrick diss him in the first place. Because you telling us that you got that track knowing Kendrick passed on it. And you put that man's name in that song anyway. You put him in that big three moment anyway, because you wanted a big three moment on your last album. And you were building the momentum for that with that song. So even if Kendrick didn't participate, people were still going to be getting excited about this big three thing. And that's why Kendrick dropped that verse when he did. He knew it was bad timing for you. He said, fuck you and that. You can't force me into that. And you're not going to use my name to drive no momentum that really is only going to serve your album. You wasn't doing that for no moment in hip-hop. You were doing that for your album because it wasn't going to be a classic. So you had to do something to make it a last big hurrah. And Kendrick said, you're not going to use me. You're not going to use me, and you're not going to use me and him at that. Come up with some bars to make your motherfucking album a classic. Prove that you a problem. Don't click up with that man. Don't sneak diss me. Put in the work, motherfucker. Since you are great.
And there you have it, folks. The culture is speaking up, and they're calling you out on your BS, Jermaine, because we all see it. We all see through the BS, bro. It is what it is. You know, you can't diminish the word culture as a buzzword now because you're upset because how you're being received. This is what the culture do. If they like something, they're going to praise it. If they don't, they're going to trash it. If they seeing that you're being a cop out or trying to sell us a face, they're going to call you out on your bullshit. So that's what it is. You're just kind of in your feelings right now because the culture is calling you out on your bullshit, bro. And we see through that. So yeah, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the video here, man. If y'all like it, y'all go ahead, like, subscribe, leave comments, tell a friend that tells a friend that tells another friend. Until then, this your boy Skeeter Steve, Lace Rhymes, for the culture, by the culture. We out.